The VI Clean Coast team is thrilled to offer help for all homeowners. Through this residential erosion control initiative, homeowners in the VI can learn and get recommendations about how to manage water and soil erosion on residential property. This short video will discuss why stormwater runoff and erosion are a problem and what you, yes you, can do about it. Why is the VI Clean Coast team focusing on stormwater runoff and erosion? Improperly managed stormwater often results in runoff, flooding, and soil erosion on residential properties. Eroded sediments and pollutants are carried in runoff along driveways, roads, and guts into our bays, causing harm to valuable coastline resources such as coral reefs and fish habitat. And we all want to help protect our fish, right? Stormwater. So what is stormwater anyway? Stormwater comes from rain. It either soaks into exposed soil or remains on top of impervious surfaces like pavements and rooftops. The good thing about stormwater is that it fills our cisterns and irrigates our plants and crops. The challenge is when we have a lot of rain and stormwater collects and flows as runoff to another location. While runoff is flowing downhill, it picks up pollutants along its path. This runoff can cause a number of issues such as flooding, soil erosion, gut impairment, pollution, fish and wildlife habitat loss, and reduced groundwater levels. With larger and more frequent storms, it is important to understand how to manage drainage and erosion on your property. What is drainage? Drainage is the act of removing water from a site. If done too quickly, drainage causes soil erosion. If done too slowly, yards are soggy and wet. Start with these simple drainage steps first. How can you solve drainage and erosion problems? Drainage and erosion do's. We'll discuss all of these in a bit more detail next. Check gutters and downspouts. Grade soil away from the house. Determine the source of runoff. Start at the top. Slow water down. Spread water out. Let water sink in. Let plants do the heavy lifting. Check gutters and downspouts. One of the first things you should do is check your gutters and downspouts and make sure that all the water is going into your cistern. Soggy and eroded areas near the foundation of your home can indicate that your gutters are clogged, pitched incorrectly, or undersized. Fix this simple problem and save money on more expensive solutions in the future. Grade soil away from house. Soil should be higher at the foundation and slope away the first 6 feet. A good rule of thumb is 1 inch drop over each foot. Add soil along the foundation as long as it remains 6 inches below the siding of the house. Turn this area into planting beds. Fill these beds with plants to absorb stormwater, beautify the landscape, and provide other ecological benefits when you are done grading. Remember to mulch the area afterward to protect the soil from erosion. These 2 steps often solve simple drain and erosion issues, but if your problem is more complex, there is much more you can still do. What are some strategies for erosion? Erosion is the wearing away of soil and rock and moving it into another location. It negatively impacts water quality, soil health, and plant growth. Use these strategies to address erosion immediately and minimize these effects. Determine the source. Surface water may be entering your property from the road, rooftops, driveways, and even your neighbor's property. Determine the source of the problem to find the best solution. Start at the top. Address surface water at the highest possible point on your property. Fix the problem before the location of the erosion. You will deal with lower volumes of water this way. Slow water down. As water moves downhill, it picks up force and speed, causing erosion. If possible, slow it down. This may mean directing it across a hillside instead of straight downhill. Another way to slow it down is to use check dams. Check dams are small walls built into trenches or swales for this purpose. They are frequently made of rock or soil, but other materials are also used. Water pools in one section of the swale and then overflows into the next. Plant native wetland plants into these swales to create a bioswale. It's amazing how much water plants can absorb. Spread water out. When water is directed into one area, erosion is much more likely to occur. Spread it out to reduce the energy behind the flow. One way to do this is to use level spreaders. Level spreaders are essentially perforated pipes set across a hillside. Water is released along the length of the pipe instead of into one location. Let water sink in. When water is absorbed into the ground, this is called infiltration. Rain gardens are an excellent tool to use to get water to infiltrate. Make sure your soil absorbs water by doing a quick infiltration test. If your soil absorbs water, install a rain garden. Let plants do the heavy lifting. As mentioned earlier, plants absorb large amounts of water. Simply planting hillsides instead of mowing them can make incredible differences in runoff. If you decide to replant a hillside, use erosion control matting on steep slopes while plants get established. Use multiple locations and strategies. Install several rain gardens or direct water through a bioswale to a level spreader. Using more than one tool allows you to manage water in smaller volumes. Drainage and erosion don'ts. Don't direct water to a hard surface or neighbor's property. Don't allow water to pool for more than 48 hours. Mosquitoes complete their life cycle in 72 hours. Don't direct water to one location. In closing, the VI Clean Coast team hopes that these tips for homeowners will help you manage drainage and erosion on your property. Thanks for supporting the Residential Erosion Control Initiative and helping improve water quality in the VI. For more information, please check out the website and reach out to the VI Clean Coast team for more information. VI Clean Coast Residential Erosion Control Initiative can be seen at www.vi-conservationsociety.org/programs/VI-clean-coast/. Thank you for joining.